following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Good afternoon and welcome. This is Nutritional Pharmacist Melissa Golladay. I am a registered pharmacist with a passion for nutrition. I would love to hear from you on today's show, and our dial-in numbers are 888-379-2552, or you can call our priority line at 831-685-1080. I practiced in the field of pharmacy doing bench work for 15 years, and one of the things I noticed with my patients is instead of them getting healthier, which was why I participated in medicine in the first place, I actually saw patients getting sicker. It was disheartening, and it was a challenge to watch that. One of the things I learned through studying biochemistry is if we work within our body's chemistry, what's innate to our body's chemistry, we can actually rebuild and regenerate a lot of our challenges as we go through life. That isn't happening in the American culture for a lot of reasons due to our, number one, our food chain, how we get our food, what is included in our food. Our foods are actually nutrient deficient, so a lot of us might think we're doing really maybe making wise choices. Some of us know we're not, yet nevertheless we're not getting the nutrients we need in our current in our diet, if you will, and because of that our bodies get wore down and depleted, and over time this leads to inflammation, which inflammation is going to lead to a disease. So some of you listening are experiencing that. You're having challenges with your health. You probably have been diagnosed with a disease, and you want to explore other options. And I want to let you know today that there are other options. There is hope, and anything that's going on with you, we want to look at that. We want to help you feel better. That's the number one goal of why I do this when I get a chance to do it, when I get a chance to fill in for Dr. Joe Wallach. I was remembering a story earlier today that I had happen when I was practicing pharmacy. I was a brand new grad, and I was in the pharmacy, and this man came in. This would have been in 1999, and he put down 3 prescriptions for ADHD medications. And what I had learned in school is ADHD was a very rare disease, and it wasn't prevalent by any means within children. And he laid down these prescriptions, and he told me he had 3 children, and it hit me, why would all 3 of your children have ADHD? If it's a genetic disease, why would, all 3 of your children have it? I mean, the odds of that are kind of slim. But I noticed that we started to use all those medications as control of our children. It seems to be mostly what it was. Another story that blew me away, probably about 4 years later, I'm in the pharmacy and I'm holding a prescription. It says Vyvanse, which is also an ADHD medication, and it was for a 5-year-old child. My brain, because pharmacists' brains work fast, my brain was jumping around thinking, oh my gosh, we might have dispensed this to the wrong person because, they're a 5-year-old child. Clearly a 5-year-old child has been on Vyvanse. So I immediately called. The patient had already received the medication. I didn't know the full story, but I called the household, got a hold of the mother, and I was like, did you pick up Vyvanse today? And she was like, yes. And I asked her, well, this is for your 5-year-old daughter. Is that correct? And she was like, yes, it is. And now my radar's really going off, and I said, I don't understand. Why do you think your child has ADHD at 5? And the woman said to me, because when I sit her in front of the television, she won't just sit there and watch TV. True story. And that's what's happening out there. So we're one of only 2 countries worldwide that direct market to consumers with these medications. So parents that are out there feeling that, things are overwhelming, or teachers, etc., they want children to behave. And those of us that know anything about childhood, we know that that's not normal. Children are, they have a lot of energy. They're not just going to sit in one place and study all day or be a zombie in front of the television. So clearly, you could probably tell I'm pretty passionate about this. I want you all to know that there are options for whatever's going on in your life. We need to look at, what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. How are we nutriating? Are we getting our bases covered, if you will? 90 essential nutrients, they're the bases covered. If you invest in the 90 essential nutrients, you will have the basic groundwork for keeping yourself vibrant and promoting your longevity. Those 90 essential nutrients ideally could be found in food, yet regrettably they are not. We need to supplement in 2017. It's imperative. We are not getting our bases covered, and we want to do that. So we can look at that through how we're nutriting, like I said, and also what we're eating. So the current food supply, the standard American diet, also known as the SAD diet, really hits us hard. There's a reason it's called the SAD diet, because it does make you sad. There are no nutrients in it. And also there's a lot of toxic chemicals. We trust the food industry when we should not trust the food industry. Don't ever think that McDonald's has your number one interest at heart, or does Taco Bell have your number one interest at heart, or Burger King, or any of those large chain restaurants. Their number one focus is the bottom line. And when they're looking at they don't even look at the any sort of nutrients when they're planning their meals. They look at what's the cheapest thing they can get that's going to make it look pretty, and honestly also what might make you addicted to it. There's a lot of food chemistry that goes on, and they design these foods for you to want more. So I'm sure some of you listening, you probably have your favorite fast food restaurant. You probably have that favorite dish you get there, and you really want it. Every other day, maybe daily, you crave that. That's not normal. Your body actually normally craves different things. Some days you might crave avocado or apples, and you want to listen to those cravings. But to be incessantly craving fast food, it's a signal that they probably put something in it that is addictive to your biochemistry. And trust me, there's people that get paid nice salaries to study your biochemistry and learn what they can put in food, so then you'll be addicted to it. So looking forward to hearing from you.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host today, nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay, filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Melissa today, give us a call at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many ancient legacy oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. Keep Ancient Legacy's tea tree oil in your medicine chest for first aid. Tea tree oil is great for soothing the itching and stinging associated with insect bites, burns, scrapes, and other skin irritations. It's also effective as an antiseptic. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily tablets and the mineral capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Longevity distributor today. We are back on Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host today, Melissa Golladay, nutritional pharmacist, filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach. And welcome back to the show, Melissa.
Thank you, Doug.
You know, I thought we'd talk a bit about wine today, as I have a CBS News story here headlined, "White wine may do no favors for women's skin." Say, could a glass of Chardonnay affect the condition of your skin? New research has found that women with certain drinking patterns have a higher risk of developing rosacea, an inflammatory skin condition. According to the lead author here, Wen-Qing Li, an assistant professor of dermatology and epidemiology at Brown University, is quoted as saying, "We found white wine and liquor were significantly associated with a higher risk of rosacea." Say rosacea causes redness and flushing on the face and the neck. In some forms, acne-like outbreaks can form, and invisible blood vessels can appear. Genetics can play a role in the development of rosacea. In those with the acne-like rosacea, their immune system may be reacting to a single bacterium. And they say new research focused on alcohol's role in the development of rosacea. Lee's team evaluated nearly 83,000 women enrolled in the Nurses' Health Study 2, and that was from 91 to 05. And they say the researchers collected information on alcohol intake every 4 years during a 14-year follow-up. Over that time, 5,000 new cases of rosacea occurred. And they say for white wine, compared to never drinkers, those who drank 1 to 3 drinks per month had a 14% increased risk of rosacea. And for 4 or 5 or more white wines in a week, that increased to 49%. They say the liquor, 5 or more drinks a week, raised the risk of developing rosacea by 28%. Lee could not say that there was a link that would hold true for men, as the study included only women, and points out that it's just an association, not a causal relationship. However, the researchers speculated that while white wine and liquor may weaken the immune system and contribute to the dilation of blood vessels, researchers also suspected that there are different biological reasons why white wine and liquor seem to increase the risk of development of rosacea and why red wine seems to exacerbate the condition. And this was all published in the Journal of the Academy of Dermatology.
Great. Doug, did you say that the white wine, which one exacerbated the rosacea?
The red wine.
Interesting. Yeah, I really, one of the big things about rosacea is what it means is the capillaries on our skin have technically kind of blown up. That's what they've become so weak and porous. So the blood is actually released into the skin, and that's why you'll see that red, that red not discoloration, but that red coloration. And so that's what we want to think about. We definitely know something's going on with our vasculature when we have rosacea.
Yeah, I've got a friend who has started to develop rosacea. They've got the form that kind of looks like acne because they get these little white bumps, and then surrounded by the redness there. So, and the person does drink a fair amount of alcohol, so there could be a causal relationship there. I found that kind of interesting that you could cause something like a skin condition like rosacea by just a lifestyle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And alcohol hits our digestive tracts really hard. You can definitely keep it in your life, but you need to make sure you're keeping that digestive tract healthy. So that's why small quantities and, ideally gluten-free and not eating anything you're allergic to, whatever that is. And then you can keep your few bad vices, but you don't want to have a lot of bad vices, clearly.
Yeah, I found that I tried to, talk to this person about it because, Doc also kind of links skin conditions like rosacea to a gluten intolerance as well. And I, thought that maybe that's what was going on with my friend, that maybe they were, not being good on their gluten-free diet. But now seeing this study, I realized that most likely it was the alcohol that was the cause. Yes,
the alcohol would be damaging the digestive tract too, and that person, whatever's going on skin-wise, if you have things like that, it's your digestive tract that needs to be healed. So it's all about stuff leaking, and Doc talks about that a lot too. So stuff is leaking into your vasculature, getting into your bloodstream, and then, hence the whole inflammatory cascade. So, yeah.
Well, a lot of disease is linked to inflammation. I know Ben Fuchs talks about that a lot.
Yes, sir.
Well, you're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host today, nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay, filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach. And if you'd like to talk to Melissa today, call us on the priority line at 831-685-1080. Do have some open lines there, or on the toll-free line at 888-379-2552. Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Youngevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine-tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. And we are back on Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Melissa Golladay, nutritional pharmacist, filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach today. And welcome back to the show, Melissa.
Thank you, Doug.
What do you say we head to the calls?
Sounds good.
All right, let's head to California. And Madru, you're on with Melissa Golladay.
Hi, Madru.
Hi, Melissa. Love what you do as well. Listen, I had a gentleman call you some time ago, and he had a hernia that was protruding, and got him on the products and everything. And he called me up. He was crying about a week and a half later, saying that the hernia stayed in. And he was so excited. He just loves what we're doing.
Oh, wow, Madru. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And also what is happening is that got him on the products a little bit more, but I don't. He's not taking enough. He's on his feet all day, so he's got pain still in his body, and he says that he's got pain in his fingers, like a pain in his back, and because of the pain, his fingers are trembling. So I know it's a process. So I'm advising him to take 2 packs, and so can you elaborate on that?
Definitely.
180 pounds, and he's actually close to 6 feet tall.
Great. I support the 2 packs decision, and for everybody out there that's listening, one of the things that happens when we do start healing, there will be pain. There could be some heat and nerve tingling, things like that. So FYI, that's normal, and that should pass. Now, if we were dealing 6 months to a year down the road, we'd want to look at something else, but there's going to be that intermittent pain and maybe even trembling that these things can happen. The body's healing, and it's releasing neurotoxins. It's on big cleanup duty. So when we live decades without any nutrients, a lot of toxins get stored all over the body. And when we live decades without nutrients, there's been a lot of tear down, and there's going to be a lot of rebuilding. So keeping very hydrated would be important for that man, making sure he's getting sufficient sleep, and also, the emotional, spiritual component, mental component is to cut ourselves some slack. We didn't get in that hole overnight. He didn't get in, his hernia just didn't appear. I know that's how it seems when we have these things happen. It's like, well, one day I didn't have a hernia, I had a hernia, I didn't have a hernia, now I have one. But it took a long time for his body to get there. So patience. And the 2 packs, the reason, he's definitely of the weight, it's per 100 body weight. That's how Dr. Joel Wallach likes to dose it. And so with what Madru just shared, clearly this person's almost up to 200 pounds. So 1 Healthy Body Start pack or any of our body packs that you utilize per 100 pounds of body weight. Personally, I specifically recommend that if we are dealing with someone who's very sick and someone who really wants to turn their health around quicker and is inspired. Obviously, this man's inspired, so he's going to be willing to invest more money. So does that answer your question, Madru?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much, Melissa.
You're welcome. God bless.
Okay. God bless.
And it is up to break time, and we'll be back after this commercial break. You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network, and filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach today, we do have nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay. That does open a line. If you'd like to talk to Melissa today, give us a call. Toll free, 888-379-2552. That's 888-379-2552. Lines open. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
And we are back on Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. And filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach today, we do have nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay. Welcome back to the show, Melissa.
Thank you, Doug.
Ready to head back to the calls?
Yes.
All right, let's stay there in California. Head over to Riverside. And Angela, you're on with Melissa Golladay.
Hi, Angela.
Yes, hi, Melissa. Thank you so much for taking my call. I need some help on how to treat PCOS.
PCOS, sure. Okay, number one thing with that is limiting our sugar intake drastically. So is this for you personally?
Yes.
Okay, so polycystic ovarian syndrome, for those of you out there listening, PCOS. And what happens is we eat so much sugar, the insulin gets out of whack in our bodies, and our ovaries just start producing, they swell, they get really big, because they're getting all these mixed hormonal signals. Sugar is one of the most harmful things for most humans, all humans, but particularly women. So for the women listeners out there, you want to look at anything that's really going to prolong your life and allow you to have prolonged vitality. Sugar is your number one thing you want to be really watching. It is very dangerous for us because we are so, delicately balanced hormonally. We have a little bit more going on than men, so it really throws us out of whack. So in this case for Angela, what's happening is her ovaries are sending all kinds of hormones. So things that are probably going to happen with PCOS is she's going to, most likely it's going to be some weight gain. She might get some facial hair, definitely headaches, mood swings. And what's your number one symptom that you have, Angela?
Being overweight, and also irregular periods.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had a surgery on Friday, removing a cyst.
Okay. All right. Well, don't let them remove anything else. The cyst, it's okay. So how are you feeling? The operation happened how long ago?
Just this Friday, but they also removed my fallopian tube on the left side because it was twisted twice.
Okay. All right. Great.
Yeah.
And anything else they took out?
No, just the left one and the cyst.
Okay, so just a cyst. Good. So fallopian tube, a cyst. Note both your ovaries are still intact.
Yes.
Okay, that's great news. Okay. So that's good news because you're going to still be able to produce the hormones once you get regulated. So the number one thing you want to, and this includes artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners are honestly equally as bad for us as a sugar. So it's a big change because, I bet you're addicted to some of these things, which is par for the course, right? You didn't get here, just right. So you're probably addicted to a couple of things that you're going to have to really work on getting out of your diet. One of the things I recommend to a lot of my patients is, a nice organic apple juice with like some just regular sparkling water, and you can make little seltzers for yourself so you're not, because I don't know, do you drink a lot of soda?
That and coffee.
So a lot of soda and coffee, okay. Yeah, and I'm not going to pick on the coffee yet, but I would really focus on the soda because of the sugar and the artificial sweeteners. So if you can get that out of your diet, that's going to be a huge game changer. And I also highly recommend, especially post-surgery and the fact that we are dealing with hormones in a woman's body, starting on the Healthy Body Start Pack. The 2.0 is my personal favorite start point for anyone. And the reason being is I just want you to get on those 90 essential nutrients. And as you go along, you're going to instantly going to start feeling better because you're going to be getting the repair nutrients that you need to start repairing from the surgery, plus the brain fog, etc. All of that's going to start lifting. So feel free to reach out to me too, Angela, and good luck.
And we are at break time. You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host today, nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay, filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach, and we'll be right back. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it, too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. And we are back on Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. If you've ever had trouble getting into the show, today is your day, as we do have some open lines. Call us toll-free, 888-379-2552. That's 888-379-2552. Lines open. We also have lines open on the priority line at 831-685-1080. That's 831-685-1080. And filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach today, we do have nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay. Welcome back to the show, Melissa.
Thank you, Doug.
All right, let's head to New York. And Maria, you're on with Melissa Golladay.
Good morning, Maria. Good afternoon.
Hi, Melissa. Thank you for talking with me. I'm calling about my daughter. She's 20 years old, and for at least the last 9 years, she's been dealing with daily headaches and nausea up in her throat. She's also always tired, muscle weakness. She's gone through all kinds of testing, and the only thing that's come out abnormal is borderline hypothyroidism. She's tested negative for gluten allergy. We tried the non-gluten, and that didn't make any difference. She has a heart murmur, and now she's dealing with anxiety and depression because of constantly feeling sick. So I'm just wondering, what's a good starting point? Where should I start with supplementing her?
That's a great question. I definitely want you also to know that we have to have her buy-in on any of this. So is she interested in making changes in her life?
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. She just didn't want to do the talking, so I said I would call for her.
All right, great. I would start her on the Healthy Body Start Pack, the 2.0. And again, I would say let's try the gluten-free. And one of the things that happens is a lot of times people think they're going gluten-free, but it's a very sneaky little thing. It gets in salad dressings. I actually saw it in mayonnaise, which is unbelievable and also unbelievably unethical. So it's all over the place. So I know you said it didn't work, but if you're going to invest the money on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0, right, you're actually putting cash down, you might as well try some diet modification too, just to see what can happen, especially because her conditions are so nebulous. But when you say only nebulous to her, but if you look at the whole body, it's really not that much of a mystery. So when you say hypothyroidism, boom, gluten, headaches, muscle weakness, there's something inflammatory happening in her body. Her body is in a hyperreactive state. The number one culprit, is gluten. The number two is lactose. So I would get her on what is also known as an allergen-free diet, which takes us all the way back to what we used to eat 100 years ago, which would be, did you grow up on a farm, or did you have any family members?
Yes.
What did they eat? Can you throw me out some ideas you think what they might have ate?
Just plain old fruits, vegetables, anything from the garden, and meat from the farm, eggs from the farm.
Yep, that's
all
it.
Basics, yeah.
Yeah, so going back to soups and stews and, using our slow cookers, actually making meals for ourselves, which, of course, is it's a new thing, or it's not new, but it's a reestablishment of new habits, and slowing down. And so your daughter's young enough, she can learn how to cook and prepare food. And as she starts nurturing herself, those little baby steps, she's going to start getting more energy. So that you'd want to get her on what Grandpa and Grandma used to eat, very low processed foods, pretty much nil, and gluten, again, allergen-free, no processed foods, no gluten. Dr. Joe Wallach recommends that, that stay away from the 10 bad foods list, which is a lot of the things I've just listed, and we want to do this consistently. We don't want to stop. We are going to fall off. People do all the time. They fall off and they have a cookie, but they'll notice, I don't feel as well as I did 3 or 4 days ago. And if she starts tracking that, she's going to, once you start experiencing the energy increase, which is natural, anyone that participates in this, they have that happen. And once that happens, they just don't want to go back to where they were. And when you talked about anxiety and depression, you're right, all of it, of course, this is going to cause her to be anxious and depressed because she can't live a full life, and that's very frustrating. So,
exactly,
yeah. And Maria, I also wanted to give out my email, melissa@nutritionalpharmacist.com. It's MELISSA @nutritionalpharmacist.com, and I definitely, would love for you to email me and just let me know how things are going for her. And it's a multi-stepped process. We definitely start with the physical, and we always need to, look into the emotional, mental, spiritual component. Healing is a big journey, but I think with, with your daughter and with an ally like you on her side, she can accomplish a lot.
Okay, well, thank you. So the Healthy Pack 2.0, it would be just once a day, or would you do it twice a day for her?
I think to start right now, we'll just go with her on one pack is what I would recommend.
Okay.
I guess it depends how much she weighs. How heavy is she?
She's not heavy. She's 5'7" and about 135.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling she wasn't very heavy. So anyway, so we would do the Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 and just take it as directed on the packages and just start out from there. And again, changing that diet, sodas too, right? It's one of those ones that slips under the radar. Diet sodas, got to go. I had a patient in the pharmacy. She came to me and she was gluten-free, and she had taken my advice and had noticed a lot of improvement, but she was still sick and had a lot of muscle fatigue. And I said, are you drinking sodas? And she said, yeah, but they're diet sodas. And I was like, would you just, just for the sake of, you're your own test tube, let's just experiment and see what happens. 3 days later, she came back and she was glowing, and she was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that would have been such a game changer. So, artificial sweeteners, again, were grandpa and grandma drinking diet soda?
No.
Right.
And it's so simple nowadays. There are just so many tempting things out there.
Yes, and it is a challenge, and that's why I also encourage people. Do you guys have any local health food stores in your area?
Yes, we do, yes.
Mm-hmm. Those people deserve your business. Those people have done their due dill in regards to what's available out there for customers or people like yourself. I build rapport with whatever health food store I live near, and, in addition to this show and, of course, all of the people with longevity, there's a lot of people in your local neighborhood that are doing the same thing, and they're educating each other. And so if you can get her there, and maybe she's going to start developing relationships there with other people she can connect with to help her on her journey, because it's always a solo journey too. We're not we have to develop our own network, if you will. We can't really help each other, drag each other along. So she's going to have to be inspired to do the work too.
Well, I think she is. After almost 10 years of going through this, she's willing to try anything.
That's great. And you know what? I kind of, between you and me, I feel like it's a little bit of a wonderful miracle that they didn't find anything wrong. Because what happens is a lot of people, they can find things wrong and start taking out your organs for mysterious, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's your thyroid, oh, it's your tonsils, and then they just start cutting organs out of your body. And I think your daughter should consider herself very blessed that she has you in her life, and also that she's learning about this biochemistry at such a young age, and she's going to be able to turn it around. Because a lot of people, when they're vague symptoms, the medical profession will try to do its best. It'll attach to something that it thinks is the problem, and end up actually hurting the patient farther down the line by taking out organs. So she's pretty lucky.
Well, no, what we always got was she was looking for attention, that she was making it up. So we had to deal with doctors telling us that there really was nothing wrong when there was.
Right.
So we'll start this, and I've got a good feeling about this. I think this will finally bring us some results.
Excellent, Maria. And please give me an email and let me follow up with me, please.
And they're back at break time again. You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. And filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach today, we do have nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay, and we'll be right back after these messages. Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Longevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture. With 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more, than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. And we are back on Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network, and filling in for Dr. Joel Wallach today, we do have nutritional pharmacist Melissa Golladay. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Doug.
All right, let's head to Manitoba, Canada, and BJ, you're on with Melissa.
Hi, BJ.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
That's good. I've got a question about a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
She's 34 years old and 20 weeks pregnant.
Okay.
And she's got medullary sponge kidney.
Say that again?
She's got medullary sponge kidney. Medullary sponge kidney.
Okay.
And her creatinine is a bit high. Her uric acid is a bit high. But the calcium in her blood is 3.59. Like it's really high. Is there anything she could do? She's on Youngevity products too.
What is she? Do you know what she's taking right now?
She's taking the Tangy Tangerine. She's taking Ultimate Daily Classic and niacin. And she was taking calcium, but she stopped.
Our calcium, or she was just taking a calcium supplement?
No, she was taking OsteoFX.
OsteoFX. Okay, so that has the calcium. Okay.
So I'm wondering if she should stop taking calcium or what she could take to bring it down.
Well, I would like you guys to add something. I would like you to add cardio sticks. And cardio sticks are specifically designed to help us unblock, if you will, the fine capillaries throughout the body. And that's why we recommend it for kidney disease, eye disease, peripheral disease. Very, very important for those fine capillaries. So can you add that to her regimen, the cardio sticks?
She actually is taking cardio sticks, but probably not enough. She's taking them a couple of times a week, because of affording them.
Right. If I was to look at what you just said, if this is an investment issue for you guys and you want to hold steady, the BTT, the Ultimate Classic, the niacin, really, if I would honestly continuing the OsteoFX isn't going to hurt, but it's really making sure that cardio sticks is consistent. But so with that BTT in the Ultimate Classic, all of these need to be constantly in her blood so we can help, regenerate and repair and release whatever's going on with the kidneys. But I just want to circle back to her diet, BJ. What's going on there?
With her diet?
Yes, sir.
I think she's trying to watch what she's eating. She's trying to stay away from like processed meats and like baked, and she's trying to eat gluten-free, I guess.
She's trying? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I guess there's not much left other than gluten to eat, but I guess she's trying.
All right, listen, that is a big deal. That needs to not be in her diet, and it's possible. She can do it. It's going to take some discipline, but that's really going to change this whole picture. You maintain these nutrients, and she gets off of gluten. It's really going to change. So one of the things people think is, well, I only eat one muffin a day, so it's not really a problem. But actually, that is constantly initiating an inflammatory cascade. It's constantly maintaining the inflammation in her body, and the inflammation in her body is what's causing the medullary sponge kidney. Her kidneys are actually swollen because of, the congenital issues she might have had as a child, but also just the inflammation that we're shoving through her kidneys, right? Because your kidneys, as you know, we use them to excrete urine, so their main fluid is constantly flowing through them. So if they have inflammation, they can't do their job, and we need to find a way to repair her kidneys. So the more inflammation we have in our blood, the more inflammation, if you will, molecules, neurotransmitters end up in our urine, and it's just this whole cascade. So do you have questions about that?
Will that bring the calcium in her blood down?
I wouldn't worry about that right now. We need to worry about getting her off of gluten. And yes, long-term, yes, that'll happen. And BJ, feel free to reach out to me, and God bless, and good luck.
And that concludes another Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, and great job by Melissa. And God, as Doc would say, God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless the Navy SEALs.